myth. He's the legend. He's the scientist with all the answers and all the questions. It's time for another episode of Alex's Science Corner.
Thank you. No, please, thank you. And that's enough of that.
Alex, my friend, what's going on in the wide, wide world of science?
All right. First story is researchers from Yale University have gotten a good look at what the earliest bird beaks look like. And what they did is they found a fossil in some sediment, and they, instead of taking the fossil out of the sediment, they used CAT scans to examine the fossil in the sediment. So they're not taking apart the bones, and they're getting a feel for how the creature looked like without having to take it apart.
So what they do is just pull the whole thing right out of the ground?
Right, and CAT scan that, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I mean, that's some new technology, and one of the things about that is this is one of the earliest bird beaks, but it's not an actual bird beak yet. And this is part of the transition of birds going from reptiles into birds. And so it has a lot of features that modern birds have, but also has some features of what reptiles have. For example, the musculature or the muscles that were around the beak are reptile-like, but the brain is more common with what modern birds' brains are like. The beak is beginning to have that hard form that you expect from modern birds, but is flexible. So it bends a bit more like a jaw from a reptile has.
So how long ago is this?
This particular, and
Don't worry about it. Long time ago.
Long time ago. But it is a transitional type of one of those fossils that shows how the birds transition from reptiles into birds. It had teeth on it, and the beak was more flexible than modern bird beaks are, but it's showing that initial development from reptiles into birds.
I have to confess, I didn't know birds came from reptiles.
You ever notice like a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Yeah.
Replace the little arms with actual...
Yeah, you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, one of the great things, there's a cooking show, they took a wooden model of Tyrannosaurus Rex to show you how to cut up a chicken. Because the exact same musculature is there, and the little tiny arms, if you consider them wings, that's what
Why didn't they just use a real chicken?
Because he wanted to show you on the model what you're going to be doing, and then the cook then showed you on a real chicken after that.
All right.
Because you say, this is what it's going to look like, and this is how you're going to do it, and now we're going to actually go ahead and do it. So
fair enough.
So, yeah, birds evolved from the original dinosaurs and reptiles, offshoot of that.
Did not know that. Probably was taught that and forgot it long ago.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Thank God for Alex's Science Corner.
Next item is researchers and archaeologists in Philippines have discovered not human remains, but humans were hunting rhinos in the Philippines 700,000 years ago. Now, it's not going to be modern humans. It's going to be Homo erectus and not Homo sapiens. But it shows a couple things. One, that there were rhinos and a lot of big animals that were in the Philippines were killed off by humans.
But not rhinos like we think of.
Very, very close to.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be close to what.
So rhinos are kind of descendants of modern dinosaurs, right?
Well, no, they're mammals.
Mammals? Okay.
Yeah.
Are they?
So, yeah, rhinos are mammals.
Let me just display my ignorance completely through this segment. All right.
But the fun part is you actually understand your ignorance and ask questions.
Well, thank you.
But that's okay.
I didn't realize. Okay.
That's kind of the whole point of this is like, you ask questions and try and figure out the answers.
Okay. All right.
But rhinos, as a side story, they found that starting about 1 million years ago to 500,000 years ago, there used to be a lot of large mammals across the world. And after humans started appearing, all the large mammals started to die off.
Well, weren't there lions in Western Europe up until?
Yeah, there's I don't know about lions, but I think there were tigers, but but they're also large mammals.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that we couldn't domesticate got
wiped
killed
out.
off. Yeah. But back to this. So 700,000 years ago, which is, again, Homo erectus, they had not expected that there to be humans of any kind that far from, mainland, from Africa, from Asia. But it looks like the Homo erectus crossed the water 700,000 years ago and had colonies and populations in the Philippines. And those populations were hunting rhinos.
Wow, it's pretty far distance from Africa.
They expected that the earliest humans arrived about 100,000 years ago. But now they've been able to push it back to 700,000 years ago.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of when humans could cross oceans, but I guess it was a lot
sooner, yeah. Because, obviously, they didn't expect Homo erectus, but they're definitely seeing signs of Homo erectus now in the Philippines. And admittedly, it is closer than Australia, but you are seeing the signs of humans crossing large bodies of water way sooner than we expected.
But 700,000 years ago, were the continents the way they are now, or were they different?
It is going to be a little bit different, but the Philippines would have still had a large amount of water separating it from Asia.
Okay.
There's a chain of islands that go from but again, it's still a good bit of water to cross.
Or there were humanoid type beings that were closer on the landmass, and then
right. And that's the thing is they were Homo erectus. They were humanoids. One of the precursors to modern humans. And that were in China, and then populations start to go across the water and ended up in the Philippines.
Okay.
So they're finding these signs that these people were in the Philippines a lot sooner than we expected them to be.
All right. Anything else to add to those two stories?
I think that's it for now.
Okay. Well, we'll throw it out to the audience if they want to call into Alex right now. If they have any science-related questions about these stories or anything else, feel free to call us right now at 203-837-9924.